Greetings from the WBCS Neo. Right, this is just a quick example of I've tried to explain what partial blind solving is. There is advantages to doing it. When you are, if you are a CFOP solver, for example, you normally would work on getting across first, for example, and part of that tuition, they advise that when you start getting good at doing crosses is to close your eyes and try to visualize the solve rather than actually doing the solve, and that way you get a better programming of instantly just doing the cross when you see that pattern or those certain types of patterns. So that's what we're going to try and show you today, but we're going to do partial blind solving for the whole cube. Is it as good as people who can completely solve a cube blindfolded? Obviously not. That just takes some extra skill and some special methods and techniques to learn where everything is and memorize where everything is, and it does take a lot of time and effort and a lot of hard work. Well done, lads. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a go. I've also got this little app called Counter on my phone, and basically it just allows me to count how many times I've looked at the cube, sort of thing. Okay. So obviously we'll keep it 0 for now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look and see if I can just do bits at a time. This isn't a timed thing. You don't have to do a time thing. What you're trying to do as a good practice is try to beat your own counter time or counter score. So the higher the counter, the worse you are. Okay. So you're looking hopefully to try to solve a cube, you know, in the least moves as possible. On my averages, I average about 10 looks to a solve, depending on the solve itself. Just depends on how bad the cross is. So we'll have a go at that, and we'll try to go through. So I am going to have a look now and just try to visualize where everything is. It's going to be fun, and try to get the first part of the cube solved, hopefully. Okay, so I'm going to try to get the cross done first. I'll probably mess it up because it is an awkward one for me anyway. For someone else it would be like, oh, you could do F2, blah blah blah, but obviously wouldn't do F2. It's not going to work. So I've got blue here, I've got green here, I've got red at the back here, which is the awkward one. Blue and orange isn't too bad because I can get the orange here first. So I'm going to try this anyway. So orange there, blue, green's up there. If I try that, and I think green down, and I know red was here, so wasn't it? And I think I'll try red there just to see. Okay, so that's one move and see what I got. Oh, it wasn't too bad. Blue and green completely in the wrong place. So yeah, I would have to sort that out next to do that. So I would probably try to think how I would do this. Let's have a go. It's not the best example, is it really? Right. So I'm going to do a pseudo cross, I think. So I'm going to bring red down. I know blue's here. And hopefully that's it. That's my second move. So I have got a pseudo cross. Yay! It only took 2 moves. Not bad for a first example. The first time I ever tried doing this example. So from me now, I would be doing edge insert, which is going to clock up a little bit, but I don't mind. Okay. So I'm going to try and do this. This is going to be fun. So I'm going to do that. I think that one there. Excellent. Okay. So we've got them two. I've got this one in anyway, so I've only got one edge to look at because I do what's called CFOP. I do cross. Normally with edges, I was lucky because I did have a couple of edges already in, so that's not too bad. So I've got this orange, okay, orange blue here. So I could try to insert both of these at the same time, but I'm not going to. Not for the example. So that's the edge in. I'm going to waste a shot on that one. So now I can do easy F2L, okay. So I've got these two, got red, blue here. So I'm going to do red, blue first. There's that one. Got blue, orange. Got that one in. Green, orange is here, so okay. I've got this one at the back. So that's my F2L done, and that's without looking. So if you can get that, what you're also doing is you're programming your brain to, as you open your eyes, to instantly see a pattern and try to use it. So I know this, I don't know this OLL, so I'm going to use what I would normally use. So I've still got my pseudocross to work out as well, so I've got to take that into account as well. So I'm going to do this one now. That gives me a soon jobby on the top. So I'm going to do that one and do a soon 10. I've done up to 10 moves. Now I'm going to bring this pair to the front and fix the cross. Okay, and now I have got a J-perm. Oh, I'm going to add 2 because I only need to do that. So that took us 13 moves without looking, or 13 attempts to solve the cube without looking. Okay, so that wasn't bad. Wasn't a bad attempt. Okay, let's say I'll average about 10, so I'm quite happy with 13. If it'd be more than 16, I would be a little bit good and probably delete the video and start again. But that's an example of blind solving, and it also means when you say when you are doing, we'll not do it this time. We're just going to do quick inserts as a prime example. So I'm just going to insert a red piece without looking, and I'm looking and I'm seeing the pieces already straight away, so I can. Okay, still got that in. Oh, look at that blue orange. Blue's already in, so I'll probably play the blue orange now, which I missed. Silly me, that one. Okay, I've got blue. Oh, blue red's actually in the wrong place, which is going to be fun. So I'm going to put green orange in the back. I'm going to put green red in here, and I'm going to put blue red in here without looking. Okay, now I've got this green here, so I'm going to put that one in without looking. That one, and then I'm going to do that one, and oh, hard to look at that one because I hate E-perm at the best of times, but I knew I can do E-perm blindfolded, so there you go. Okay, so that wasn't a bad one, and you can see how fast, just by glancing and shutting your eyes, how fast you can still solve a cube. And what it means also is when you are solving naturally, it means you get more triggers coming up than you would normally do, possibly when you were doing like look ahead. So straight away it says blue here, got this blue in here, which is nice, got the green, oh look, we've got red, so I'm just going to play that, and I've got the orange straight in. Oh, there's the orange green F2L, seeing the F2L, so I'm going to play it. Oh, and there's that one as well. And this is what I'm on about, you're seeing certain triggers faster than what you normally do anyway. Okay, and we know that one's going to go in there because I remembered it. And then from here you just do whatever you need to do to get solved. It just means that you're developing your look ahead a little bit better as well by doing that as well. I'm finding when I'm looking at a cube, I'm scanning around a lot more when after I've been doing blind solving for a while. So it does help in that respect of generating or learning trigger. I don't know whether it's patterns or just colours or certain trigger patterns. It has to be a pattern, doesn't it, really? So that seems to work really well. So there you go, that's how we blind solve, by simply trying to visualise what we're doing rather than just looking and doing it. You're trying to visualise to take out the processing of your brain and develop a faster processing, if that makes sense, because it then no longer has to really it's hard to explain. I can't just explain it, but it just seems to work better when you've been doing blind solve and you go back to do a solve. Everything seems faster because your brain just sees triggers that it wouldn't necessarily see unless you just stopped and stared at the cube, and that's what you're trying to take away, is the stop stare. You're trying to just see a picture and go, right, I need to do that, oh I need to do that very quickly every time you're looking at the cube, rather than, so the shutting eyes and open eyes seems to trigger a better response to what it sees in front of it. So if I just do, I don't know, a T-perm, if I look at that cube I can say T-perm and I'm going to do it straight away. Okay, but if I'm solving I might not necessarily see the T-perm straight away. So that's why I think partial blind solving is a good practice to do, especially for cross. That's why people, you know, say, speak USA, try to do the cross with your eyes shut, because it gets your muscle memory and programming your responses faster. So it must work throughout the whole cube as well. So if you do it throughout the whole cube and try to beat your times here, or your number of lookers, eventually you should be able to virtually plan a lot more ahead as well. So it'd be good for your inspection. So you can plan a lot more of the cube if you are memorizing where things are. And I think that's what I can never remember the names of the cubers, but one cuber who literally sets up the whole of the cross and F2L in inspection, and I think that's what he does. I think he actually physically memorizes everything in it, and really quick as well at memorizing, which is phenomenal. That's phenomenal. So there you go. So he's probably a very good blind solve. I've never seen him do a blind solve, but yeah, it's probably very good at it. So there you go. Anyway, until the next time, that's it for now. See you later. Hi, this is WBCS Neo. Thank you for watching this video. If you did like it, please check out all the other videos I do have. More importantly, please subscribe, like, share, and if you can, comment below if you want. Okay, comments will be answered as soon as I can. Until the next time, see you later. Bye bye.